Hi, today I'm going to talk to you about the masculine and feminine traits that are present in both men and women, and why relying too much on one type is what is causing the problems in our world today. And those qualities are the masculine traits. Let me be very clear. Both of these traits, qualities, are present in both men and women. There is feminine sides and there is masculine sides to both sexes. Okay? And so we can choose through awareness, we can choose to rely and tap into the feminine and use the feminine energies in us. And you make use of, understand how those are useful. And it's not about masculine versus feminine, men versus women, because both of these are equally important. Many years ago, I read a book called The Power of Receiving, and it has been life changing. I also talked about it in my own book, Wired for Self Love. And I'm just going to read to you some of the states. And in this book, The Power of Receiving, it says receptive. It talks of receptive states. So it's the power of receiving receptive states. And there are active states and receptive states. By active states, we're leaning more into the masculine, the going out and doing, the analytical, all of those things. I'll read those things to you. And I'm going to now read the receptive states. There are many over here. I'll try and read some for you to just get an idea of what it is like to tap into the feminine energy in you. Now, the very first one it says is meditating. In my book, I have written about it extensively, having practiced it myself. It just helps you to open up and allow your flow, to understand how things in you need to flow. Okay, so that's meditating, that's important. Listening, it's a skill. We're taught to speak and write, and in communication, are those skills important? Yes, they're important. Speaking is important, but is listening as important? I would say listening is even more important, because if we do not listen, we do not understand the very problem we want to solve. And many a times, the problems may have multiple layers to them. So we need to not just listen, but we need to listen very deeply and carefully. So that's the feminine side. I'm just going to read a little bit more about those. Accepting. How many people do you know, or ask yourself if you are experiencing this, how many times have you had difficulty accepting things? The next one, right under acceptance, accepting is letting go. And we hold on to things, especially negative things that happen to us, because life happens. Letting go is a very important state. So to understand, through meditation, you can understand what it means to let go. I also have a meditation that I recorded. It's on Gumroad. I'll post the link under the video, where you can find the meditation. It's about letting go. We're going to enter fall. So it's about letting you shed the leaves, just like the trees around us let go of leaves in autumn and fall. And letting go is an important thing to learn. Okay, that's what makes us receptive. If you let go, you create space. That's what I'm all about, creating space and understanding. Now, allowing. there is embracing, feeling, watching, acknowledging, appreciating, letting be, attracting, opening, relaxing. How many women do you know have trouble relaxing and just being? And by being, it doesn't mean sitting on the couch and watching TV, just sitting on the couch and scrolling through your phone. No, being, just being with oneself. That's the hard part, just being in absolute silence with yourself. That's a lot of meditation is all about those things. And it's those qualities that help us understand us, ourselves, and appreciate what we can provide, not just for ourselves, but also for other people. And so these are the receptive states, the allowing, the noticing, including, appreciating, welcoming. A lot of times when we're holding stuff and being bitter, angry, we don't allow love to flow into us. We also stop the flow of love outward. That's something that I've experienced personally in my own life and dating experiences. So I talk a lot about relationships, and when we're in relationships, we understand ourselves a lot better if we practice awareness of all of these things. That's when we are open to receiving the love that was meant for us. Okay. And now I'm going to read the active states, the more masculine qualities. Analyzing, we're like up in the head, analyzing. It's not a bad thing. It's just what it is. Okay. Um, Promoting, multitasking, controlling. We need to certain times be in control of certain things, and we need to understand when we need to let go. So you understand both of these, the masculine and the feminine, have importance. They're important to practice and understand when each one needs to be practiced. Now, defining, pushing, building, okay? Doing. We're always in do mode. Do you know people who are always in do mode, who don't know how to relax and be on the other side of the spectrum? Yeah. So both of these are equally important. Active states, the more masculine states of being, thinking, forcing, evaluating, acting, persuading, judging. These are all active states. Now we need both the masculine and the feminine. We need both of these, and neither one is better than the other. So one of the reasons why I'm creating this video is for you to understand that we can now drop the whole fight between the masculine and the feminine, men and women, because everybody has stopped understanding what the feminine traits are within themselves, do not know how to allow, do not know how to let go. Meditation is not something that is taught, and nobody bothers with actually going and meditating, sitting with themselves for like 5 minutes to even practice it. And then they go about analyzing. It's like we're trying to think our way into feeling. That's the trouble people have. But the resolve, the resolution doesn't come from thinking our way into feeling, because thinking happens up here. Here, we have a lot of intelligence in our bodies. When we're practicing those states of being, The receptive states, they help us tap into the energy that is within us for us to become better manifestors, for us to become better in relationships, better at relating with oneself and then with other people. So let's all do our best to drop this whole agenda that one is better than the other, because it's not. These are both complementary. Men are there for one thing, women are there for another purpose completely, and we need to work in cooperation with each other. It's not one is better than the other. Both are important, both are useful. I hope this video was helpful to you, and I'll talk to you soon again. Bye for now.